there's the bell. These guys are going to be very aggressive. You know they're going to use any means necessary to go home with a win.
He's got his eyes set on his chest.
Oh!
Dean Ambrose can go stride for stride with any superstar in WWE, no matter how big or small. Ambrose launches a frenzied assault on opponents that combines brawling, air assaults, and submissions.
Well, Michael, what makes the attacks you mentioned even more deadly for an opponent is that Dean Ambrose is one of the most unconventional superstars we've ever seen. No one knows what he's going to throw at any opponent next.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
Well, luckily the body hasn't absorbed too much of an attack up to this point.
And his heartless attack continues.
Oh, man, this is getting tough to watch.
I didn't think this could get any worse. After this match, it won't look like they were in a fight. It'll look like they were hit by a car.
Dean Ambrose's range of skills certainly venture into the unusual, but the attacks and strategies helped Ambrose become the longest reigning United States champion in WWE history with a 351-day championship reign. That's the third longest ever if you include the title's history in WCW and the NWA.
From Ambrose. Oh, that was slick. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
A bit of contempt coming through on that slam.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt. You know, Dean Ambrose looks a little unhinged, and I won't argue that. But when you see Ambrose dismantle his opponents with speed, high-flying attacks, and all sorts of violence, there's no doubt that there's definitely a method to his madness.
Now, what did you think of that? What a match. What a fight. When you reach this point, all bets are off. Anything can happen, and I love it.
And it's Dean Ambrose able to break free.
Well, you don't want Triple H to get the upper hand like this. Uh-oh, Triple H, what a maneuver. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
I got to tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in.
You know, people love talking about factions and stables and supergroups. Well, how about dominant tag team? One of the scariest alliances that WWE has ever seen was when Triple H joined Stone Cold Steve Austin and formed the two-man power trip. They held all the gold in WWE at the same time. You talk about dominating. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
Well, we're on the move here. Dean Ambrose is really going to town right now.
If we're going to talk about how powerful an alliance can be with Triple H, let's look at the flip side of that coin. Like in July of 2002, when in one of the most horrific nights in WWE history, he betrayed a returning Shawn Michaels and threw his head through a car window.
Oh, man, I remember the two-man power trip, Cole. And since you brought up when he turned on Shawn Michaels, I'm going to talk about when DX reunited. July of 2006, The Game and the Heartbreak Kid. Man, did that crowd come unglued. And Mr. McMahon hated it.
Triple H needs to get back in this or he's going to be in real bad shape. The Game avoids trouble there.
Yeah, Triple H saw that one coming a mile away. I think one of the things fans all over the world share in common is they don't quite know what to fully expect from Dean Ambrose. They know Ambrose is a lethal entity here in the WWE, and they know he'll make any doubters a believer in him and the Shield. Like he says himself, things have to get worse before they can get better. That's what's happening right now. I'm not sure if he knows where he is right now.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
You're right about that. You got to remember what works.
Got to be careful not to take on too much more damage here.
He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep going now.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action inside the ring. That's where you're going to win this thing.
Not today. Too fast. Quick thinking to avoid that.
Really pushing his opponent to the limit here.
Looking to attack from high.
Boy, he just got laid out. He takes to the air.
Wow. And that's a hard landing to the outside.
Back between the ropes.
Not today. Too fast.
And the strike connects.
Look out! Look out!
He's really taking over this match now. Triple H heading to the top one more time.
Oh, they're taking a risk here.
That's how you win matches.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay to win this match? This is unreal. Slam. All these power moves tonight are making bigger and bigger impacts.
We know what's coming here. You have to think that's it. Call your friends, let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match.
You're right about that. Cole, call your one friend. That was an impressive suplex. Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that, at this stage of the match, you're still struggling to find your balance.
This match has been 100 miles per hour since the opening bell.
Oh, and I don't see any slowing down in the future. This is a great matchup. I'm loving it. Oh, his body has to be broken right now. A reversal from Ambrose. Oh, that was slick. Look out.
My God, what brutality. This match is going from bad to worse.
You said,
hey, Triple H. Oh my God, right through the table.
Whoa, that's gonna leave a mark.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup. He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
He wants this battle decided inside the ring.
And that's why he's such a great athlete, such an important superstar. Dean Ambrose has his eyes on his target, folks.
Dean Ambrose delivering crippling punishment.
Now, hey, the shoulders are down. Two.
That wild strike found nothing but empty air that time.
Man, that's what you call swinging for the fences and missing. Look how slow he is to recover here. That was some serious punishment.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room. Oh, that's it. That's got to be it. Triple H, now that's a finishing move, people.
Extra slow getting back to his base here.
Man, Triple H, what offense. Boy, he just got laid out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing a master at work.
And there's the pedigree from Triple H. This one's on ice.
Oh, I always love to see that pedigree delivered by the game.
1, 2.
Oh, wow, what a win! I can't believe what we saw in that match. Oh boy, that was a spectacular performance. We got a couple of highlights here.
Here's your winner, The Game, Triple H.
And that's a win for Triple H. Looks like it's back to the drawing board for Dean Ambrose. And that'll do it here for this one-hour